Yeah. Welcome to the Ozzy and Sid Report. Again, I said welcome to the Ozzy and Sid Report. Thank you for tuning in to this live broadcast of the Ozzy and Sid Report. You could have been anywhere else in the world. Nah, I ain't sound like Big Hova Jay-Z on that. I forgot. I was at a lot of his concerts and he said that. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be with me. Holla at your boy. Anyway, do bang. I don't know, still coming up with theme music. But again, thank you for tuning into the Ozzy and Sid Report. Yo, when we do viral news off of 2 views, I don't care if 2 people are watching or 2 billion people are watching. We're gonna get these takes and we're gonna get this content out for the people, for the universe, for and just to get this up off of my chest. You feel me? Cause I be having takes that I want to let people know about. Get my thoughts and opinions. Again, I keep forgetting. I actually got a degree in this. Like I got a degree in media. So yeah, I'm actually one of them. I ain't just jumping on the scene like these YouTubers are like, yo, where they come from? Who are you? Like, what's your certifications? Um, I let me see. Where would no, not Drexel University. That's up there in Philly. Um, University of Texas at Arlington. So yeah, those are my. That's where I got my bachelor degree from. Um, so shout out to the Straight Shooters 94. Again, shout out to the Straight Shooters 94. And 94 is the number 94. Again, shout out to the Straight Shooters 94 with my guests and my co-hosts, Sheed and Sid. Yo, go check out what they got going on, where they give you intel and sports takes on a lot of the current topics in sports, and they definitely, particularly, they focus on basketball, the whole basketball universe. I know I said college and the NBA, but they do it all. Summer leagues, overseas, high school, grade school, whatever's going on in basketball, the life is ball, ball is life, they on it. So shout out to Sheed, yo, aka nothing but net bitch. And shout out to Mr. Captain Fall in Line himself, Sid. He was on here. Was he on here last night? Yeah, he was on here last night. Man, time is moving fast. Yo, just to let you know, a little side note. Like they say, time is a construct and things like that because they invented time back in. I'm gonna give you some history lessons. They invented time back in what two back in the Greek and Roman days, I think, in the empire. Yeah, and also the world is technically moving. Now I heard about this in like right before COVID times. The world is technically moving, like it's revolving 2.5 seconds faster. Now I know that sounds like it's only 2.5, but if you kind of think about it, man, it's moving 2.5. So our days are technically moving tad bit faster, just tad. Throw a little sauce on it. Yeah. Um, so today, not talking about relationships, but always talking about empowerment. Yeah, we talk about the trashy and the trashy little topics. That's what I like to call them. World news, but then also got some like news that's always good, like some inspirational, some uncovered truths. I did, as you can see in the title, it said, does it say? Oh, I'm on StreamYard. It's YouTube. They put it on YouTube free with ads, so everybody can look at this. Um, it's a food, I guess, a biopic documentary or just a documentary movie. I don't know how they would describe, but it's definitely more documentary based. And I'm doing a review on this. The reason why is because we all know about the food in the U.S. culture, especially Western civilization, North America. I don't know about Canada and Mexico, but we all know about this GMO. We all know about the food getting compromised. And there's a documentary movie called They're Trying to Kill Us. Yes. Or I don't know, want to get flagged by YouTube, but this is a documentary use, so this ain't using a derogatory sense. they're trying to kill us, or KILL. Okay. Um, we're not trigger warning, trigger warning. I don't know if you have to say that, but this is all for real research, educational use. That's what the title is called. It's on YouTube. So and and it's great. All positive reviews, nothing negative, nothing negative. Go check it out. It's basically talking about how being health conscious in the food industry and the food conglomerates, going from damn near when they grow the food from the farmers all the way to the market, or to when you get it, whether you go in the supermarket or farmers market, or you're doing it yourself or whatever. It's just talking about how our health is compromised. It does focus on black people mainly, and you can say black and brown, but it's focused on black people, and mainly how soul food, that's not the right way to eat. I mean, if you kind of been living under a rock, no, I shouldn't say that because some people might not know, but I think some people kind of know that, yo, the salt intake, the soul food, that comfort food basically is not always good for us. And because I'm gonna have more conversations on this as promised, because we've been coming back to back with this. I'm on a 4-day streak right now. That's good for the Ozzy and Sid report. Um, they talk about soul food, comfort food. It's just not good. They talk about how in the black communities and our culture and communities in our neighborhoods, um, all they put is, you'll see the selection of what to nourish your body with is the fast foods. The corner stores, they got more unhealthy options than healthy options. I want to talk about that, and it's also in the brown communities too. It's just not the black communities. It's really more, and basically now it's getting to where, looking at the tax brackets, basically, and the zoning depends on basically how much money is the community making and who can they market, and the demographics, and usually in especially in the black communities, and sometimes in the brown communities, um, you'll just have access to, majority of it is like 90% not healthy at all, and 10% you might find something. And they were talking about that. Quick example, they say, hey, you in the hood, you could go around the corner, you're gonna have the corner store with the cheap 0 calorie foods. Um, you'll have the McDonald's and Popeye's chicken, um, and even the supermarket. It will have like more options of when you. Quick example, I was just at the supermarket, right? I know what I'm doing. Um, I'm looking, and all I see is in the checkout, you see is soda, energy drinks, more so the energy drinks. Hardly see any juice. Hardly see any options of water. See what I'm saying? For my own, like y'all know, I've been saying here and there. Um, I've been on my health kick back in it. Okay, and it's easier for me because I always been wanting to be in and out the gym. Um, always on my health. The only thing with most, well, no, I shouldn't say most, but only thing, me and personal, I just always haven't been consistent about it. I've been more consistent, but definitely been some inconsistencies in my journey in health with working out and eating right. Um, but yeah, but getting back to subject at hand, when they were talking about that in the black communities, they say, hey, when you go to the more affluent communities, when you go to the communities of other complexions or mainly more money, um, where we where it's where us, I'm gonna put us in with the black community. And I have options, because the good thing is in Texas, you need a car, okay? You need transportation. You just can't be on public transportation. So you're not just bound by where you live at. So I can drive out to the places where there's healthier options. And actually where I'm at, it's a mixed community. So I do have the healthy options. I do. I'm kind of in between. I got the healthy options where I can go to, and then I am close to where, yeah, I am close to where the hoods where they got the unhealthy options. So I kind of got, like, I could see it on both worlds. But those richer communities and those more affluent, more other complexion communities, just mainly just the more of the lighter complexion of the wider communities, where in the hoods they're competing where the chicken spots are competing, that that's like the Popeyes and the Church's Chicken and McDonald's are competing with the unhealthy options. Well, I'm not saying unhealthy, but the options where it's not providing so many, where it's not providing more healthy alternatives. They're competing in those other more affluent neighborhoods. They're competing more with the Whole Foods and the Central Market and the Trader Joe's and and farmer market. That's what they're competing with. So they're healthy. They have healthy, like literally healthy competition, and pun intended, healthy competition, where the competition, the food sources that we have are the cheap, just the cheap fast food options, basically. And let me get it off the rip. Let me give you some background. Mostly, the majority of the foods that we're getting, whether it's healthy or not, all of it's compromised. Sorry to break your bubble, boys and girls. Sorry to tell you that truth. Santa's not real. The Easter Bunny retired. The Tooth Fairy, they decided to go to another universe because they were like, yo, you ain't putting enough money on my under my pillow. But yeah, sorry, boys and girls. Sorry to break that truth to you. But majority of our stuff is compromised. But there's hope, and there's a good thing because you can always fight back. To give you more background on me, the reason why I always been up on the more health conscious tip, because my mom has been a vegan, a vegetarian, damn near when I was in grade school, when it was unpopular. And yeah, I'm gonna say it, and this ain't no derogatory way. They were looking back then. This was when Whole Foods was even Whole Foods. It was Fresh Fields. This is when you being a vegan and a vegetarian, it was like, yo, you sure? It don't even sound healthy. They looked at you as a hippie. This was a vegan and vegetarian was almost like you coming out the closet and you saying, yo, I'm with the community now. Like that's the culture she comes from. That's the some of the cloth that's cut from what the cloth that I'm cut from. That's some of a part of me. So I've been knowing about alternative lifestyles. Like when you vegan, like you really in it. Like you don't even and unless you can't help it, you don't even wear leather. You know, you're you're getting the toothpaste that you brush with your teeth, the clothes, the things that you read. You're going to other groups where they live the vegan and vegetarian life. They would have like social meetups like, oh yeah, so how's your vegan lifestyle, how's your vegetarian life, like this is real deal. And I'm not even getting to the food, and then the food, yeah, it was serious. It wasn't no part-time, it wasn't no plant-based. This is the grassroots. They was making from the ground up. So that's what I grew up around. And the only thing is I kind of, yeah, I'm gonna sound like an old head hater. Some people is just kind of jumping on this whole vegan wave, but I don't think they really know what it's about. And guess what? I eat people. Everybody don't have to be vegan. Everybody don't have to be vegetarian. You know why? Because everybody is actually not built for that. Some of your bodies are not built for that. But this is what my mother always tell me. And also, my homegirl, this is what she kind of said. I've heard this before over time. Um, the best way for your health is drink that water. We don't have to get into whether it's in a plastic bottle or a glass cup or whatever, a glassware. You drink it out of a glass bottle. Drink your water. Work out. Okay. Eat what's good for you that your body responds to. Work out. I want to say that again. Excuse me. And then also, I'm not getting into any like religion or whatever your spirituality is, but find something internal within you to keep you internally grounded, mind, body, and soul. Whether for me it's spiritually grounded, whether for you it's your religion, but find something of a sixth sense ground of, yo, I need to always be aware of how I'm taking care of my body, what I'm putting in my body and making sure I'm just always moving to work it out. Okay. So I know I said a lot, but I hope you found me. Like I said, I'm doing the movie on They're Trying to Kill Us. They're talking about mainly in the black communities and the brown communities how they give unhealthy options, and basically more in the more higher tax bracket communities, more affluent communities, mainly affluent, mainly just having money. The other complexion, the white communities, they have better options for their health, and that's what they're saying. They're saying cut out the soul food that's not always what we were supposed to be eating. Okay, so now I hope you follow me. Now I'm going to help y'all with um how to kind of navigate through this. Like I said, everybody doesn't need to be vegan and vegetarian, because not just that movie I looked at, but a lot of those documentaries, even with the one I had, GMO, I had one. I kind of made it because it was a college project, and it was said kind of make it into a long form commercial. I said drink my juices, which was Rudy, and basically Rudy is a vegetable and fruit based juice with a little extra kick. It's a little different from the other ones that can combat all these unhealthy options, even if that's the only thing you can eat. But at least you have my juice to drink. And coming soon, I rebranded it. It is called Juice by Ozzy. Again, that's called Juice by Ozzy. It is called Juice by Ozzy. There's no more. If you watch that GMO documentary, there's no more. Drink is well, it's called drinkrudy.com, the website, but there's no more the Rudy juice. There's no. I rebranded it. But a lot of other documentaries, they'll always talk about, oh, unhealthy, 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 but then they'll kind of plug in like, oh, eat plant based, or eat the impossible meat, or come a vegetarian or vegan. That's good, but that's not always for everybody. And the advice my mom always said, I think that trumps most. She always said, hey, keep your body active, do something active, whether it's working, playing the sports, working out, whatever it is. And then she said the other thing, um always make sure your body's in good water source. So it doesn't have to just be regular water, it could just be eating a lot of roots and vegetables that contain a lot of water. And one of the main things she said no one, nothing that can combat with that, because you control it, is the moderation, is the portions. She said you can always control how much you consume, and it's moderation, which is right. So even if I put it like this, even if there was it was almost not impossible. It was almost like a 2% chance of where you can actually obtain healthier options, and your other 98% was like that's the only thing available to you. Even if you're eating McDonald's and you can only like just grab a salad from the supermarket. If you eat that McDonald's in moderation and you supplement that those green vegetables and salad that you have access to, even if you moderate that, you can still come out healthy. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why I said most of our food is compromised, because they said even in the seeds that you can get now, even in some of the because if you're starting a garden, you're gonna have to buy the dirt and the soil from somewhere, or even the dirt and the soil that's already natural that you can just go out in the grass and dig it up. They're even saying with the fertilizers that we use to control the grounds and make sure, like, because you got to make sure dirt and soil, you just don't let it sit, you still kind of got to take care of it. They said even that might be compromised. So basically what I'm saying is, when you're eating healthy and conscious, don't drive yourself crazy. Nothing is going to be 100%. Ain't nothing really going to be 1,000%. You can strive to get there, and who knows, there might be a possibility we can have with everything that you can consume to your body as far as nourishment can be 110%. You ain't eating nothing unhealthy. But again, boys and girls, sorry to break a bubble. Santa's not real. The Easter Bunny retired. Um, guess what? As soon as you step out your door, especially in this Western civilization, the air you breathe is already going to have ailments and pollutions in it because it'd be like, oh, don't eat the soul food because a lot of that stuff is cancerous and cause high blood pressure. But you could just be breathing air that causes ailments and high blood pressure and pollutions in there. Even me just talking on a cell phone can cause that. Even just the radiation with the 5G in the air can cause that. All this, you see what I'm saying? So that's why that best advice is control what you can with working out. Keeping yourself spiritually grounded. Um working out. Working out, water consumption in moderation. Okay. And again, working out, keep it active in moderation. And just keeping yourself educated. Those are like the top five dead or alive things you can do. What I say, saying spiritually grounded, keeping yourself educated, your water consumption, working out, and know how to know how to portion and moderate what you consume. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Because I think sometimes people will look at, and there's a lot of these. This is not the only one, but this is a good one. There's a lot of these food and health conscious documentaries that will expose like the industry of the food with because the GMO is a big thing. There's one big company that's really behind it, and there's one and there's another one, but there's one big one that you'll see pop up all the time. I forgot the name, but I don't want people when they get like if you're not like me where you never been health conscious tip on that tip before in that type of time, and this is like the last time you was kind of healthy was back in high school or college or whatever, and you just dropped the ball completely, and now you're getting back on it. You could almost like you could OD and you could go way extra. The good thing is if you go way extra and OD on being healthy, the worst thing you really gonna do is guess what? Yeah, for the immature people in the back, for the immature people in the back, you're probably just gonna shit a lot. You're gonna poop. You're gonna boo boo. Yes, I said you're gonna poop. You're gonna boo boo a lot. That's probably the main thing that will happen, you know, or you'll just start to realize, like you said, know how your body responds. Um, yeah, just don't overkill yourself because people will get into like, oh well, like they say, make sure you drink your water. But then the case study comes out, oh, make sure you don't drink cold water because it's going to have a reverse effect. It's like, wait, what? You just told me to drink water and I can't drink cold water. Oh, don't drink it out of a plastic bottle. You see what I'm saying? You're going to drive yourself crazy. Then they say, oh, drink milk. No, don't drink milk. You could drink milk, but it could be oat milk. But then, yeah, but then they're like, oh, you could drink milk, but not cow milk. It could be goat milk. It's like, what? Oh, you could do fish, but don't do this fish. Only do this certain type of fish. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be so much information that's going to be good one day and bad one day is going to contradict yourself. Eat, um, eat what your body responds to. Okay, that it could respond to and it feels good. Oh no, that was the top five that are alive. Stay spiritually grounded and educated. Stay spiritually grounded or whatever that is to you, and stay educated about your health. Um, spirit, do the water consumption. Okay, work out. Eat what your body responds to. Whatever you're doing and it feels good at that time, do that. You're gonna notice because your skin's gonna clear out. The main thing is you're gonna be a lot more well rested. You'll notice that you don't have to do them energy drinks and coffee. Um, and eat in moderation. Oh, and honorable mention, yes, it is always good to eat a multivitamin. Multivitamin has been around forever since the beginning of time. Eat a multivitamin, okay? It's more of a modern times, but eat your multivitamin. Find a multivitamin source, whether it's a actual vitamin, whether it's a juice mix that you make on yourself or you buy it. Just find something that has like multivitamins all set at once, okay, with everything. So make sure you do that. Can't believe I was about to forget that. But yeah, just don't drive yourself crazy because when they were like, "Oh, grilled chicken is good, it's protein," they were like, "Oh no, don't eat the chickens because they put this in it." The good thing is another thing with the advice to help your body with this is, like I said, it's not going to be perfect. Strive to get it perfect for your health. It's not going to be perfect. But the good thing is, when I was talking about those top 5 things, when even added with the multivitamins, people always talk about eating healthy, staying workout to be healthy. But really, when you also got to think of, and it's kind of already in there, it's like self ego to self. Oh, and I'm glad, and that's another thing. Side note, I'm glad for eclecticism. Being eclectic just doesn't mean being crazy. Or people think, oh, you're just out there being a weirdo. No, being eclectic also means gathering and being variable and gathering from multiple sources for influence to create or to think. And that kind of goes into this food, especially in the black and brown communities. Because especially in the black communities, if all you knew, Big Mama, Sunday, soul food, Thanksgiving, soul food, comfort food, yeah, so I knew they gonna help you. But this mind, now you know there's options. Okay. But getting back, because all this ties in. And no, you're not gonna be perfect at time. But the way you really need to think about this, out of everything I said, what it really need to do, not just eating health conscious, because you can eat healthy all day. And you can work out all day. But prepare your body to fight. Why do you think the immune system and antioxidants is so important? Because the health, the real health people know, and the health community, and medicine, and research, and doctors, and the dissertation, and you can find in doctrines. Take this as creed. Your immune system is very important because that's how you fight off diseases, sickness, um, viruses, ailments, all that. So think of it like that. If you prepare your body to be armed and to provide you throughout a life of quality, that's how you need to look. Just don't look at a workout regimen. Just don't look at multivitamins. Just don't look at what you eat. Look at the other way of, is my body equipped? So even if, say, you go on vacation for a week and you're going, I don't know, you're just going on a cruise. And again, like I said, watch out for them cruises because the whales, they out there they out there spinning the block, trying to down these cruise ships, trying to think them that actually happen. And is like junk for a week. And then when you get back, you might just be lazy. You might not even be on your health conscious tip. Um, the good thing is, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, like I say, the 80-20 rule on a lot of things, eat 80% healthy and be conscious of what you're eating, and 20% you can just eat trash. That 80% is going to equip your body to where you can eat that trash, you can enjoy it, whatever, and you can expel it. And that's another thing. I know everybody's getting into this stuff, but people, you can live life. You can still, everybody eats McDonald's. Like I said, shout out to my mom. I know some other people that are vegan. I got cousins and friends that are vegan. And everybody's McDonald's. I'm saying that because people know about the McDonald's. I go behind that. You can eat something real healthy, but McDonald's, guess what? They got oatmeal. McDonald's, even if you don't eat meat or whatever, you can literally go to McDonald's, and I think now they got lemonade. And the lemonade, it actually can be vegan. The only thing is got is sugar. It don't have any animal byproducts in it, which I don't think. But anyway, McDonald's has something for everybody to eat. Okay. And what I'm getting at as a point is, enjoy your life. Hey, if you like cheesesteaks, you like hoagies like I do, eat it. Okay? But it's just moderation. Just don't eat it all the time. Okay? So you can eat the unhealthy things, as they say. You can, they say hot dogs have carcinogens in it and cause cancer. You can eat hot dogs. It's not going to punish it. I don't know how you, it's not gonna lead you. Okay? It's just when you're over consuming it, comfort food, hot dogs, getting the cheap burgers all the time. Yeah. But here and there, you can eat the trash stuff. You can eat something, I don't know, like, oh man, I've been good. That's why they call it a cheat day. Even workout. experts. I have a homie that's a bodybuilder. Even he'll say, and he's in tip top shape. He will say, "Hey, everybody's got to have a cheat day." Because what's good about it when they say, "Hey, it's good to be exposed to germs, it's good to be exposed to unhealthy foods." So if your body ingests something that's healthy, it will know how to deal with it. Okay, understand that. Um, but yeah, that's really my take on that. I really enjoyed that. Like I said, you just look on YouTube. It's free with ads. Um, they're trying to kill us. Great documentary, all positive reviews. I was just giving my side and take and personal experience because I think it can help a lot of people. Um, and mainly, I just want people to just be healthy because, like I said, during these times, outside all the scandals and everything, it's just like a wave. It's like a wave of yo getting together, moving forward, progress of like of I know it might sound corny because they always use of righteousness and things of substance, or you just stuck in that rut of just all the addictions and debauchery, and then those are two ways, but then you got like the purgatory people and they're like, no way to go. But I'm saying obviously go this way. Just get your ish together. So we all went through COVID. I gained weight during COVID, people, but then I started dropping it. And I'm gonna start doing these I'm gonna start doing some workout videos, but I do probably want to do more close to the end of the year because yeah, I wanna have it set up right and everything, and then I'll be even closer to my goal. I lost a good 30. Oh, that's another thing. If you work out, and I know I dropped weight because even people are like, oh yeah, you definitely came down. The bloatness is out of there. My thing is I don't even use a scale, so I could just kind of tell because my pants size is went down. You know, clothes is fitting better. That's the easiest way you work. Sometimes people weighing themselves. Again, they overdo it. Like, oh man, I didn't lose 5 pounds this week, but last week I lost like 10. Like, what's happening? Or I didn't barely lost 2 pounds. Like, it's gonna drive yourself crazy. But the main thing is, man, just stay up on your health conscious tip. That's all. Just do it. Just do it. The main thing is that really honestly what's been happening in my life as far as this entrepreneur status. I've been doing more content. Like I said, I got the juices coming out. In IRL and in my corporate world, get, getting promotions. Like I'm trying to give y'all. I'm not giving you too much because I like to keep the YouTube life and the IRL kind of separate, but I kind of like to merge them in when it's good. Getting promotions, things like that. I'm just out here making moves. I want other people to make moves because I like you. You like me. I don't consider myself average person or a regular person. Um, because I hate when they say that when they compare like that celebrity status or like superstar athletes. Oh, it's just a regular. No, I'm Ozzy. That's me. Like I said, my nickname on YouTube. That I ain't no pseudonym. That's my real nickname in life. I'm Ozzy. That's on. Now they say I move beat to my own drum, as you can kind of tell through my conversations. You know, making my own beats. I'm Ozzy. That's who I am. I'm my own individual. Um, yeah, I'm one of one. I'm one of those. I'm one of one. People can tell you that in real life, and you can probably, like I said, you can probably find that through the content, and that's why I do it. And yeah. So the main thing is, man, just stay healthy. I know I said a lot, but the main thing is have a inner self. Have a first thing is have an inner self, um, kind of mind, body, and soul, or spiritually grounded, however you want to take that. Be educated, drink your water, eat in moderation, work out, work out, take multivitamins, and when it comes to your nutrients and working out, do listen to your body, and whatever your body responds to in a positive way and reacts in a good way, go with that. That's the best advice I could really give you for the health conscious tip. Don't overkill yourself and thinking I can't eat this and I can't eat that, but I can eat this and I can eat that. Because guess what? Even a lot of these plant-based things, even they're not always on the up and up. I don't know if they're gonna say, oh, you kind of exposed it, but even they're on the up and up. Because you read some of them ingredients and they ain't all plants. You see what I'm saying? So even the plant-based stuff is like you kind of got it. And see, that's what I'm saying. You can drive yourself crazy. I'll give you a quick story. I was in one of the health stores, one of the popular ones, and there was a, no, I shouldn't say it because I don't know what YouTube guidelines are going to be, but um, there was this popular brand that are known for being organic. Popular brand known for being organic. I used to drink a lot of the chocolate milk because I'm a kid. I'm a chocolate milk fiend. Chocolate milk fiend. Get with it. When, like I said, when it was fresh fields and it was refrigerated and cold, and this is how you can tell real like organic food. If it's got like a 2 week expiration date or 1 week, that's how you know it's fresh. When they talk about preserved, anything that's going on for 3 years and a whole year, most of the time it's preservatives. Unless you're talking about like dry goods like peanuts and things like that. So anyway, getting back to the milk, I used to drink the milk. And then I started noticing over the years they started shelving it. Now, you can't shelf milk. Usually it's dry milk, and that's the thing, it can have a longer expiration date. But not only I found this product, the same product used to get refrigerated, not only was it on the shelf, room temperature, chocolate milk, saying it was organic, because I had brought it and I got it home. I was like, wait a minute, I brought this milk that I used to buy in refrigeration, but now it's at room temperature. I brought it off the shelf and it's still saying organic. And this is chocolate. Chocolate mixed with dairy. Usually you gotta have that refrigerated. But the thing that really got me, that really like had an aha moment, the light bulb popped on the top of my head. I was like, hold up. This joint got a 3 month. I said, this joint got a 3 month expiration date. I was like, yo, so even these organic products that are held in the in the health conscious community, they're on the preserved tip because no chocolate milk that's already liquid should be shelved with a long expiration date. Unless, like I said, you can have dry mixed milk with longer expiration dates through a regular all organic natural process. You can do that. But with milk, and it's chocolate milk from an organic brand that used to be refrigerated, and now you gotta, I think the date, I think I would had it in the summer and said, oh, it's gonna expire by the end of like Christmas. I was like, yo. So that's what I'm saying. Everything ain't gonna be 100%. Everything gonna be 1,000. The tips that I gave you, and the other thing is make sure you just prepare your body to regulate itself and basically grab the nutrients and expel the toxins. Grab the nutrients and expel the toxins. That's really what you need to get used to. Because I'm just saying, even the fruits and vegetables, there are a lot of these documentaries like, yo, eat more fruits and vegetables and grains. Even they've been compromised because sometimes, depending on where you're getting your apples and your oranges and your bananas and your plums, and even somebody just said they were like, yeah, I can't find plums. Even that stuff sometimes is compromised because basically an orange from 10 years ago had a lot more packed with a lot more nutrients than an orange from today. So that shows you right there. But that shows you how you, all right, well, one orange back then equals to 3 oranges. Let me consume 3 oranges. And that's how you get in the health conscious tip. Oh, okay, well, probably don't want to sit there and eat 3 oranges. Let me juice them so I can at least get it all in. I don't have to spend all this time eating all these extra oranges. So, man, I had a lot to say. I didn't say it was going to be a, well, I was going to say it wasn't going to be a long live. Well, not really any hours and hours. It was 40 minutes. I thought I was going to be out here in 15 minutes. But yeah, just stay up on your health conscious, man. Just don't torture yourself and trying to figure out um what you can eat that's going to be healthy. Just naturally, just whatever your body's responding to good, just do it that way. So thank you for tuning in to the Ozzy and Sid report. Thank you again for tuning into the Ozzy Sid report. Shout out to the Straight Shooters 94 again. Shout out to the Straight Shooters 94. My guest host and my co-host, She, aka Nothing But Net, and Mr. Captain Fall Line. Sid, yo, hello, New World. I'm out.